Hi there. What's going on? I have a little Marvin Gaye in the background, and we want to know what's going on. I'm Pam Foster. This is A Cup of Compassion, and hope that all is well with you. I am just bringing you some more content to share with a way of compassion. I often ask the question, are you born with it, or do you think that we're nurtured in compassion, love, kindness? Did you follow someone on the way? Did you follow them and pursue their path of compassion? I like to hear your story. Compassion is so important today when we have just found ourselves in a path of, I want to say, unrighteousness. There's so much in this world's vision. There's so much um, devastation and obstacles that you can allow to get in your way right about now because it's certainly justifiable. Now, I've lived my life, and I am very grateful that I have lived my life, and I am still able to come to you with a self-worthy mindset. Mind, I have done I think it's kind of miraculous when you're here on this earth and you can find yourself. It's miraculous when you don't have to chase after the facade, you know. So join us on A Cup of Compassion. I want to hear your story. My mom taught me pretty much everything that I think about. I see her movements and I see her sharing and I see her caring spirit. She was a pastor, and I just see how she ran her life. She ran our family life. Seven of us. She knew exactly what to give us, and that was all she had. She made sure we ate, we were clothed, we went to school, we got up in the morning. She went to work, and those who left early got an opportunity to stay on their own and go early unless they had to come back. Oh, a couple out of the seven came back and stayed with mom for a while. But I want to share that compassion is something that you have to kind of deal, kind of dig deep. You got to dig deep. You have to deal with what has happened that is bringing you to the present that you have today. Because we're in control of our life. God has given us a life, and to fear not and to breathe and be in our being with Him. So when I say compassion, everyone has it. It's just, are you willing to give it? Are you willing to say, um, I need some compassion today? Are you willing to say, I have enough for my neighbor? I have enough for my brother and my sister, and I have enough. And I can make a phone call and give it out, or I can go give a hug. Even though I've had my accident um, back on the 24th, a few weeks ago, I'm feeling much better, but I still rest because I know at my age, and even though I, tend to be in optimal health, because I've been on that battle, on that road for many, many years. It has helped me sustain that hard traumatic blow that I did. But God and compassion. You have to trade in your obstacles for compassion. You have to give when you feel that you can't give no more, and that you don't want to give. Because all of us are servants. We're all servants, guys. We're servants, and we should not deny ourselves to be a servant of God and to do good and to do the right thing. How about that? Because it'll all come back to you. I'll go, in much deeper detail later on after I really learn what I'm doing on this YouTube. It's kind of fascinating, I said, and a friend told me that you need to be dressing like this and you need to be coming out looking like this. And I know some people who did, and they made a disastrous name for themselves. They're no longer on; they're either alive, or even if they have passed on and transitioned on, they were sure. But that's not what people want to see. They want to see how much you care. Not all of what you know, but how much do you care about me? You know? So I'm trying to figure this out so that I can share how much I care. And one thing that I know that has really blessed me is this book. The book is called Solve Your Happy. Now, Solve Your Happy, Ali somebody, but it's a very nice um, book, and it talks about the author's son who passed away um, due to a blotched surgery. He went in for a very simple surgery, and he didn't make it. But that young man knew that he was leaving here, and the things that he did. I'm not going to be a spoiler, but read the book because happiness did he, and he asked his dad to promise him that he would keep doing the work of happy, and he would change lives all over globally. Let's change lives all over the world. Where you are, start there. Show some compassion. I say a cup of compassion, but whatever you got to give at this moment, it is needed. When I had my accident, I didn't get much compassion from the people because they were strangers. So I guess they felt they didn't have to. From the police officer who issued the report to the insurance companies on both sides representing us, to the hospital that I stayed in for 3 days. I could complain and have some crazy, you know, surveys put out and returned back to the proper authorities, and they wouldn't look very nice. However, sometimes when you have compassion, you can pick your battles. You'll know which one is for you. You'll be the controller of your ship. You will be able to know what you need to do. So, a cup of compassion is going to come to you. I had one guest, my first guest, Danielle. She was on. We're going to make sure that that's viewed. Um, so I can say this is episode 4. Thank you very much. I need to list it. I'm still learning how, but I'm going to make this happen for me because I'm finding that people that I talk to, they want to share. They want to tell their story. And there's some great stories out here, guys. I mean, some really great stories. So listen, subscribe, tune in, get a notification, and you know, have some compassion. Give some compassion. Blessings.